against the Steamboat Sailors. As you all know, on
check.
Including games like this, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your...
Check. We are live on the video right now. We are having some technical issues with the radio. So, Mike, I may have you take over. We're going to take a quick break here.
So video sound is live. We're okay there.
Video sound is live, so you can do a little play-by-play while I figure out what's going on with that. So
outstanding.
People are listening
in charge of the camera, and they can hear me,
which is scary. Alexander Haig has nothing on you.
Outstanding. Well, welcome to another beautiful night. This one in central Colorado. We're down in Gypsum at Eagle Valley High School, where the Steamboat Springs Sailors will be taking on the home team, the Eagle Valley Devils. Both teams pretty evenly matched. Chats with the coaches on both sides this afternoon. Seem to think we're in for a game tonight. Going to be very evenly matched. Let's see if the Sailors can come away with a victory at home or on the road. They are kicking off. And the kick rolls out of bounds. Penalty against the Sailors. Eagle Valley's picking up. They're going right to left. Well, you could tell that. You're watching the video. We're not on the radio, so I guess I don't have to belay the obvious. Another chilly night. Snow across the state. Driving down here. Brought my mountain bike misguidedly. Thought I'd be able to get a ride in. Doesn't seem to be the case down here. They got just as much, maybe a little less snow than Steamboat got in town. But back to the game. Eagle Valley. I formation, handoff up the middle, picks up about 8 yards, still going. Ooh, a little chippy out there. There's a lot of extracurricular shoving going in on the play.
All right, we have now got contact with the radio station, and we are live here at Hot Stuff Stadium on the campus of Eagle Valley High School. With me, my partner, Mr. Mike Deemer from Johnny B. Good's Diner.
Good to be here.
Just underway.
Ice cold doing that play-by-play. Okay, handoff. He ran.
So we are just underway, 0-0 the score. Eagle Valley with the opening drive takes a pitch off the right-hand side, picks up a first down, about 20 yards on the carry for the Eagle Valley Devils. Into Steamboat territory, down to about the 43-yard line. Moving right to left on your radio dial.
One thing I'm seeing already, this Eagle Valley team blocks hard. They really do. They're putting some licks on our boys in white. Let's hope the Sailors respond. Oh, we're being joined again. What's up, Aiden? How are you? I wish you were down on the field. We got a flag on the play down there.
Not sure what the call is, but we have a cameraman right now, Aiden Story, who unfortunately is not suited up tonight because Lord knows we could use him on the field, is joining us up in the booth, and we appreciate that greatly. Looks like this penalty is going to go against the home team. The Eagle Valley Devils are going to get the hold call, a couple of holding calls against them, so that's going to march them back a few yards here, and it'll be...
Well, I could tell you what I saw in the first couple plays. The Eagle Valley players like to grab onto the jersey, run with the defender, and then throw him or fall with him to the ground. That's what I was getting at on the violence of the block, and I think that was spotted, picked up by the referee's big holding penalty.
All right, it is 1st and 20 right now. Number 12, the quarterback, Matt Lee. Handoff over the right side of the line, pickup of about 5 yards. That'll bring up a second and about 16 to go for the first.
Yeah, nice job by the Sailors defense settling down. You could tell those first few plays, everybody seemed to have the jitters about them out there, kind of a little sketchy on the feet. Aiden, we're going to be going to you for some questions. You've been still, you didn't get injured and then disappear in your team, obviously, since you're down here tonight. So we're going to pick your brain a little bit.
Second down, about 17, rolling out is Will. He's going to throw that ball up, and that one is complete.
Oh, the defender fell.
And we've got a touchdown on. No,
they got him out of bounds at about the 1 yard line, and that's a tough break. because the Sailors had excellent coverage, but the defender slipped and fell. I think number 4, and that's become one of your best defenders, number 4, Leo Davies, and he slipped and fell on the play, and that was just a tough break because he did have great coverage.
So Guyman, the quarterback, looked like he hit Matt Lee on about a 40-yard pass and catch. So the Eagle Valley Devils have it first and goal from about the 3-yard line, inside handoff, and that one is going to be good for the touchdown. So Eagle Valley on their opening drive.
Yeah, after a fortuitous holding penalty for the Sailors, that was just a tough break. Leo had great coverage going down the field, and the wheels just gave out from underneath him. Receiver, as the ball was in the air, Leo fell, so the receiver was wide open, and on man coverage, if the defender goes down, it's going to be an easy pickup.
So looking to add the extra point here, Eagle Valley Devils. Here comes the snap and the kick, and big number 59 puts that one through the uprights. Abraham Garcia gets the extra point, and that makes it 7-0.
Yeah, with 10 minutes left to go in the first, the Eagle Valley Devils, they've struck quickly. But again, man coverage going down the field, when you're man-to-man like that, you got to hope the defender can stay on his feet and get down there. I don't fault Leo at all. You could see that field right now. It's another artificial turf, and when it gets cold like this, look at those chunks of ice down there in the field. Tough to navigate, man. The field is hard. It's not much different than a hockey rink, something you could attest to, Harv. And but again, great call then by the Eagle Valley coaching staff, because you had the man going down the sideline on single coverage, and you can make a point that even if Leo didn't fall, that ball was properly spotted, still would have been a huge pickup.
Big shout out to Yampa Valley Bank, Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC, with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending. 7-0 the score. Steamboat Sailors set to return the kick. It looks like, is that Leo Davies on the far side there?
I think it is. Number 4 on the far side.
And hard to tell from this angle. Is it Jamison Tracy?
On the right side.
It is. Jamison on the right.
Yeah, Jamison on the right.
All right, here comes the kick. Big, high kick that's going to bounce down at about the 20. We better pick that one up. That's Tracy with the ball along the 20, going left to right, away from us, and now gets dropped for a loss. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Sailors at about their 16-yard line.
Yeah, tough job out there. I think that ball would have been better handled in the air. It looked to me like a little bit of confusion as to who they thought was actually going to get underneath it. So the Sailors find themselves in a hole on their first offensive series, starting at their own, about the 15-yard line.
Sailors moving left to right on your radio dial. 7-0 the score. Opening drive by the Eagle Valley Devils was successful on their part. So the Sailors looking to answer right now. Both teams coming in with 3-5 records, looking to get their 4th win on the season. The freshman quarterback is from the gun. Gideon's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 man in motion now, right to left, inside handoff. That looks like Jamison Tracy, who picks up a couple of yards right through the tackles.
Yeah, and got Leo Davis on the right side of the offensive formation, going in motion on that like jet formation they run, getting the fake handoff, trying to go up the middle, see if they can't get out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
So 2nd down, about 8 to go for the first. Ball's going to be marked down at about the 17-yard line of Steamboat. 3 receivers off to the right. 1 man in the backfield. 1 receiver to the left. Back to pass. Throws it out into the flat. That one's caught. Beal makes the catch, and the Sailors have a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job by the tight end to get out there. And you know what? Really good job. Something you could attest to. What year are you in, Aiden? Junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
So you'll be playing again next year, assuming the injury comes around? That's great. Because this freshman, you got a quarterback, Cole. He's really stepped up. He's really stepped up his game, and boy, he's been a godsend back there with all the injuries you guys have had.
You can tell he gets smarter and smarter with every play. Beal in motion, right to left, one receiver to the right, one to the left. They're on the left hash mark, and inside handoff there. Sailors do pick up positive yards as Tracy carries that one between the tackles and picks up a couple of yards.
And speaking of guys who have stepped it up a notch, particularly the last few weeks, number 89, Jackson Beal, the tight end, he's really come into it a bit. He's becoming a bit of a go-to receiver along with Cade's brother Cole. Jackson's he seems to be his guy who gets into the flats and sits down and waits for the short pass.
Three receivers to the left, pitch over the right side, over the left side there to Tracy. Tracy's got positive yards, and he's got a first down there with a 10-yard carry, and your Steamboat Sailors will have it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
That was a really well-designed play, but an excellent job by the offensive line. I'd say particularly Hanson, River King, Slowey, and Cash Myring. Doing a really good job. What about Caleb Cuevas? I saw his number out there leading the way as well, number 51. He's a big, strong kid. That one he puts a lick on you, you're going to feel it.
From the gun, Cade Gideon has got two receivers, one man in motion. That's Davies. He's coming left to right. Now we've got two receivers to the right. Now three to the right, one to the left. They're on the left hash mark. Gideon from the gun, back to pass, looking, flush to his right, throws that ball up. He's got a man just out through Davies, but it was in the perfect spot where either his receiver was going to catch it or nobody.
Yeah, no, that was nice. And I'll tell you what, the offensive line, going back to the guys we were just talking about, River King, Hanson, Caleb Cuevas, Slowey, and Cash Myring, these guys are doing a great job. And what they're really doing now is giving the freshman quarterback some time to throw the football. Not an easy task, especially on the road. Great job by your Sailors offensive line.
And even though they didn't complete it, I like the call of passing on 1st down. Keep this defense on their toes. Inside handoff. Now he cuts it outside. Jamison Tracy has the ball, picks up about 3 yards on the carry. He's going to be down over the 46-yard line. Steamboat Sailors will have it 3rd and a long 6.
Really nice patience by Jamison that time to wait for the hole to open up, then cut up to his left and pick up nice yardage.
7-0 the score. 7:22 left in this first quarter. Sailors down. Opening drive for your Steamboat Sailors. 3rd down, about 6 to go. Ball marked down at the 46-yard line of Steamboat. Cade Gideon, the freshman quarterback from the gun. He's got 3 receivers off to his left, one in tight to the right. Pitch over the right side. And number 81 with the carry. I think is that Ezra Moyer maybe? Oh, Jevin Hovey.
Oh, they changed the number.
Wearing Joey Burlett's number.
Jevin Hovey's up here, number 81.
Perfect.
And that was a good job by the Eagle defense. They got through the line of scrimmage that time, strung the play along, and made the tackle for a loss of a couple yards. I agree with you, Harv. I was liking when the Sailors were stretching the field, and we were just informed by our inside source. We have a new offensive lineman, number 77, Beck Holnbein.
Yeah.
Holnbein.
Alrighty, here comes the snap, punting situation. Jevin Hovey, line drive kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 20. That ball's on the turf, and it looks like the Sailors may have it.
And they do.
Oh, it's Steamboat's ball. Oh, a huge turnover for your Steamboat Sailors. They've got it 1st and 10 from the Eagle Valley 24-yard line.
And you know what? I would, in hindsight, of course, is 50-50. But what he should have done is let that ball go. It was a line drive. It had hit this field very hard to field, obviously, on the fumble. But that ball would have hit and skipped in the end zone. Better to start on the 20 than to risk the turnover.
Sailors from the gun. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. They're on the left hash mark. 1 man in the backfield. That's Jamison Hovey.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Inside handoff, Jamison Tracy. I'm combining players. Tracy falls forward for about a yard on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 9 to go. Sailors down 7-0, but we're knocking on the door right now.
Yeah, that was an excellent turn of events for the Sailors. And again, you know, the special teams, especially being at home and the way your offense was churning on some yardage, but much better to let let that skip into the end zone and start off on your own 20. Obviously, I'm stating the obvious, but that would have been much better for Eagle. Better for the Sailors that he went for it.
Three receivers off to the right, one to the left. Sailors on the left hash mark. Second down, 9 to go. Fakes the handoff. Little play action. Throws it to his right. Got a man. That one's complete. Down to about the 11-yard line. Cole Gideon. Gideon to Gideon.
Gideon to Gideon. I'll tell you what. Cole's a big target out there. Went up between two of the defenders to come down with the ball. But I'm going to say it one more time. I like my offensive lineman. I like my linemen in general. And that time, they did a fantastic job. They gave Cade Gideon all the time he needed, let that play develop, and get the downfield completion to his brother. Big first down.
1st and 10. The Sailors can get a first down without scoring the touchdown. Ball marked down at about the 11.5-yard line. Gideon, inside handoff to Jamison Tracy. Tracy hit at the line, falls forward, and maybe picks up a yard on the play.
You got to think that maybe the Sailors coaching staff is setting up the play action. Get the ball to Jamison, but set up the play action and let the freshmen. You're not going to state championship this year. Develop the team. Let the freshmen try. You're down in the red zone. Tough place to be to put points on the board. See if the freshmen can do it.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gideon from the gun. He's got 1 man in the backfield. The pitch over the left side. That's Ezra Moyer, and he is dropped for a big loss here. Hometown fans happy about that one.
Well, he got a big loss, but it was nothing that Moyer could do. He got that pitch, and he got the ball about the same time the defenders were in there on him. And with Aiden up here in the booth, what do we got? Maybe our 5th or 6th different offensive linemen. They're doing a really good job on pass protection. The left side's got to come together a little bit more on the run blocking.
Gideon from the gun. He's got Moyer in the backfield with him. Back to pass, looking. Throws to the right side of the end zone. That ball's up and just out of bounds and incomplete. Looking for Jackson Beal on the play. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 18. It certainly feels like it's 4-down territory this deep with the ball at the 19-yard line of Eagle Valley.
I would, because if you go for it on 4th down, the ball starts at the line of scrimmage. If you were to go for a field goal, it starts where the kick is missed from. But however, with is it Jevin Hovey? Yeah, Hovey's
got
kick.
It. Yeah, he was playing varsity soccer at the beginning of this season.
This is going to be interesting to see.
So Hovey's going to line it up. This looks like about a 35, 30, maybe a 40-yard field goal. There's the kick. It was long enough, but just wide to the left. So the ball will go back to that line of scrimmage. So it will be 1st and 10. Oh, actually, it's high school rules, so they automatically go to the 20-yard line. So
is that right? On this field goal.
Yeah. So with 3:43 left in this first quarter, Sailors down 7-0.
Now wait. Review me.
So in high school football, you take a 50-yarder, it goes back to the 20.
No kidding.
Which was when we had a kicker. It made sense to go for it because it's like a punt.
Oh yeah.
So the Sailors go for it. They miss the field goal. Eagle Valley will now have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, moving right to left on your radio dial. The quarterback is number 17, Will Guyman, and he pitches it over the left side, and that one goes to number 12, Matt Lee, and he's going to pick up positive yards. He'll be close to the first.
Yeah, big kid. He got to the outside there, and before, he was turning upfield. The only ones in front of him looked to be the Sailors' defensive backs, led by number 4, Leo Davies.
2nd down, about 3 to go for the first. Ball marked on about the 27-yard line. I formation. Eagle Valley likes to run the ball. Snap to Lee. Sailors in there. They read it. Big tackle there by number 67. I believe that's River King.
Yeah, River King getting in there, breaking through and making contact in the backfield. Nice job by number 67, King.
So that brings up a 3rd and 3. Ball marked down.
That's your fishing buddy, huh? You guys went on a road trip to Indiana this year. Nice. That's awesome.
One receiver off to the left. 3 running backs in the backfield under center. Handoff over the left side. Sailors read that one. And another nice job there. That looks like River King got in there again. So he is
He is handling his man. They got single blockage going
We got
up
fourth
there.
down here.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th and 2 here.
You got to punt this deep in your own territory.
Got to think that this is a punting situation. Eagle Valley is primarily, they average 40 yards a game passing and 150 on the ground. So this is a team that likes to run the football. Does not look like they are not respecting the O-line of Steamboat. They're going for it. Pitch over the left side. Cuts it up. Sailors read it. That's going to be close, and I think it's going to be a turnover on downs.
There's no mistake.
It depends on the spot, though. Look where the referee is on the far side of the field. Whew, they may have to bring the chains in to measure it. No. Let's see. They're giving it to him.
Oh.
Wow, that one was
You can see the
close.
Sailors sidelines a little bummed out about that. The coaching staff thought he was taken down a bit short of the spot. It's hard for us to see up here in the booth. Heck, I can hardly see my hand in front of my face, so I can't call the referees out on the spot.
All right, Guyman, the quarterback, he's under center now. He's got 3 running backs behind him. Rolls off to his right here, throws it to the flat. He's got a man. That one is complete. First down, cuts it upfield. Down the sideline he goes. That's number 12, Matt Lee. And a good job by your Steamboat Sailors as Cole Gideon makes a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, but what a turn of events on what looked to be a turnover on downs, but there is a flag on the play, and it's in the backfield of Eagle Valley, usually in the direction of holding, and the referee is waving him back. I've seen, there is holding against Eagle Valley. Huge turn of events. You got to watch number 12. Sailor's got to put a shadow on him. He's getting out into the flats. He's a big, strong, fast kid, obviously. And when he's turning upfield, he's picking up big yardage.
So a big break for your Steamboat Sailors as that is a holding call. So that's going to march the Eagle Valley Devils back 10 yards. It'll be a 1st and 20 with a replay of the down, and the ball is going to be back at the 20-yard line. So the original line of scrimmage on this drive.
Oh, the coaches hate them holding penalties.
Sailors down 7-0 right now. One receiver off to the right, one to the left from the gun. Guyman inside handoff. And he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play, but we've got a flotilla of Sailors in the middle of the field.
Big stop in there. Number 12, one of the kids these past few weeks been coming in on his own. Looked like the last one to come up out of the pile. Number 12, Big Ben Bogan. But got to kind of give it to about half the team. The only one I don't think was in on that tackle was you, Aiden.
Yeah, I know.
Second down, about 15 to go for the first. Ball marked down at the 24.5-yard line of Eagle. One receiver off to the right. Ball placed on the left hash mark. Another handoff. No, this is going to be a quarterback keep. He holds it and takes it over the left side, picks up about 8 yards inside the 30, down to about the 34-yard line.
And it's a nice job by number 4, Leo Davies, to hold his ground and wait to make the tackle. Instead of over-pursuing it and rushing up and possibly missing the tackle and allowing the sideline gallop, he's just holding his ground there in the flat, making a lot of tackles. Right now, Davies is definitely leading the Sailors in tackles. That's not necessarily a good thing when it's your defensive back.
Third down, about 7 to go for the first. Ball marked down at the 34-yard line. Diamond throws the ball as he rolls to his right. He's got a man. That one's incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. Let's see what they do with the ball marked down at the 34-yard line. It looks to me like it's 4th and 6 right now.
That's a horse of a different color. When you're deep in your own territory, 4th and 3 is definitely different than 4th and 6. Let's see what Eagle does here. Looks like they're changing their personnel out there to go with the punt.
I'll tell you what, that pass was nearly caught, and if he did catch that ball, there was a lot of green in front of that man. So punting situation here. Lee looks like is the punter. Here comes the snap and the kick. Big booming kick, and it's going to be fielded. That one's down, and the Sailors got lucky. A good job there by number 26
for the Sailors.
Jaden Kemry.
Jaden Kemry?
Yep.
Yeah, boy, he saved a big turnover there. And again, but that time it was great coverage. That was a good job by the Devils special teams. Great punt. It was high, it was deep, and they had men right down there just as Steamboat was about to field the punt. But it's tough. When you're trying to pull that ball in on a night like tonight, that's a tough assignment.
You got to wave your arm and call the fair catch there and not be a hero because...
I agree with you. That was totally... I thought he had called a fair catch and still fumbled it. But, but again,
he was touched.
Even with the fair catch, you have to field the kick cleanly.
Gideon wide to the right. We've got Leo Davies and Schott to the left. Beal goes in motion right to left. And inside, little play action right over the top. Complete. Almost complete to the tight end. Beal was open. That play worked a bunch last week.
Well, that was a well-designed, well-executed play. You can't take anything away. Eagle Valley's their free safety there, the strong safety. He put a lick on Beal right as the ball got there. Sometimes you got to give it to your opponent. That was a great defensive play. Not much the Sailors could have done about that. If Beal would have come down with that, he'd have had hero status for sure. Tough play.
Second down, 10 to go with the incomplete pass down the middle. Gideon from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. Back to pass. Looking. Throws the ball over the left side.
Man.
He's got a man. That was caught. Shot down the left sideline. Touch. No. He's down at about the 3-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was a phenomenal pass by number 3, Cade Gideon. That was Schott, right?
Yeah.
13, Ben Schott. Excellent job getting behind the coverage, but a shoestring tackle by the defender of Eagle Valley, who could have easily given up on that play, was Schott galloping down the sideline, got the shoestring grab, and brought him down at about the 3-yard line. The Sailors have got to capitalize here. They have got to put this in the end zone and tie this game up.
4.5 seconds left in this first quarter. Sailors down 7-0, but they are knocking at the door. That was a big pass and catch from the freshman quarterback to the sophomore wide receiver. Ben Schott was so close to scoring, he's going to see that one in his sleep.
I thought he was in. It was hard to see where the goal line was.
And so once they set the ball and the chains, the clock runs out, and we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back with Steamboat Sailors football. Sailors down 7-0, but they're knocking on the door. End of one quarter of play from Eagle Valley High School at Hot Stuff Stadium on KTYV Sports on FM and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Oh, they're going to move. It's like, hey,
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community.
Are we off the air right now?
And encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
We are back live here at Hot Stuff Stadium on the campus of Eagle Valley High School. Your Steamboat Sailors knocking on the door. First and goal. Handoff to Jamison Tracy over the right side of the line. He's knocked down for maybe, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
If he got back to the line of scrimmage, that'll be a plus. I think the Sailors have got it. You know what? Just go for the quick slant. Beal has shown he can get them slants down in there. Go with the play action and just pop it to Beal. You got to put this ball in the end zone.
Eagle Valley has shown that they are really tough against the run here. The Sailors have really not been able to get much going on the ground. They've been running to keep the defense honest. Under center now is the quarterback, Cade Gideon. He rolls off to his left. He looks to throws that to the backside of the end zone, and that one's nearly caught, looking for his brother Cole, and just falls incomplete.
Being tracked, the defensive line got through into the backfield, and Gideon had to get rid of that ball. Tough first couple plays. Sailors, I would say they're in 4-down territory to put the ball in the end zone.
3rd and goal to goal. Ball now back at about the 4-yard line. Maybe the 5.
What do you think? Why aren't we seeing any of number? He looked to me like he was a smash mouth kind of football player. Number 37, Vandekar.
Not sure. Under center. And back to pass, throws it down the middle. There's your play. Touchdown. Mike Deemer called it. Jackson Beal, center of the field. They hit the big tight end, and that's a touchdown for your Steamboat Sailors.
Outstanding job. And I'll tell you what, more than anything, on a cold night like this on the road, I am very impressed right now with number 3, Cade Gideon. That kid is showing poise in the pocket. It's a tough night to throw the ball, and he is throwing it on a line. It is a dart.
So
picks up. It's good. Extra point ties the game to start the second quarter.
So 7-7 the score. Steamboat Sailors get on the board. Big shout out to Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, and the homeowner's friend, as well as Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and the mountain on Highway 40. So, Mike, it looks to me like the Steamboat Sailors can pass the ball on this defense.
And that's what I was going to get to. You know what? I think you always hear about play the run to set up the pass. I think the Sailors should play the pass to set up the run. I mean, clearly the receivers are getting open. The quarterback is throwing a beautiful football. I know it can be a little risky, the chance of a turnover, particularly with a freshman quarterback on the road, but I would risk it. I would make the linebackers and the DBs play a little bit further off the line of scrimmage. The linebackers have been cheating at the line of scrimmage this whole first half. It stymied the run. I would spread the field, keep throwing the ball. I think that would be more set up the running plays to number 23 Moyer, number 15 Jamison Tracy.
So the Sailors set to kick off here. Big shout out to our friends at Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident, bringing you the collision of the game, and we've already seen quite a few. This Eagle Valley Devil teams plays some smash mouth football right now. So the Steamboat Sailors set to kick off here. Hovey with the kick. Big booming
nice
kick, and that is a nice one. It drops down the sideline but goes out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Both his kicks. Hovey's got a leg. He can kick it deep. He's got to straighten it out a bit. Easier said than done. Again, on a cold, it's these cold, stone cold nights where the ball is rock solid. It's very difficult to kick. He's got to straighten it out because both times it set Eagle Valley up with excellent field position.
7-7 the score after one quarter of play. Just getting started here. Second quarter action. 11:06 left in this first half. Eagle Valley will have the ball moving left to right on your radio dial. If you're watching this game on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, Eagle Valley in black with the white numbers and letters. Here comes the snap, the pitch over the right side, and the Sailors read that one. Good tackle, but a pickup of about 5 on the play.
That was all number 51, Caleb Cuevas, coming across. Excellent pursuit. Great job, mano y mano, bringing down the ball carrier. A big kid. Caleb wrapped him up and took him down. Excellent job by number 51, Cuevas.
Second down, 3 to go. Ball marked down to the 42-yard line of Eagle. One receiver wide to the left, one in tight to the right, and an inside handoff. Sailors read it, but he gets the first down.
Nice job by Schott to come up with the tackle, but the ball carrier, and it was a good job. The Devils' offensive line blew open a big hole there, and it was a good pickup.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagle Valley Devils. Ball now marked down at about the 47-yard line of Eagle. 2 receivers to the left, inside handoff, cuts it back across the line. Sailors read this, pickup of about 3-4 yards on the play for number 44.
Who's
Cody
that on the
Rapel.
tackle? Was that Ivan Reynolds? Ivan Reynolds on the tackle, number 6. Nice job coming up, putting a lick on the ball carrier. But again, this whole drive has been set up by the penalty. You give the offense a series starting at the 35-yard line. That is excellent field position for the offense.
Second down, about 6 to go from the 49-yard line of Steamboat. Back to pass. Guyman completes it over the left side, and that is going to be a first down, pickup of about 10 yards on the pass and catch, and it'll be first down in Sailors territory.
That was a well-thrown ball by the Devils quarterback. That thing went about 40 yards in the air as he went from the near side of the field all the way across to the far side. Risky throw, but they were rewarded with it that time.
Well, he got it to his favorite target, Matt Lee, number 12, who caught that big ball that set up the first score for the Eagle Valley Devils. We are tied at 7, first and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Inside handoff. Sailors read this. We've got a shipwreck here in the middle of the field.
Nice job by the Sailors defense, particularly linebackers getting up there, and big number 71, John Slowey on the tackle.
7-7 the score, 9:23 left in this first half. Second down, about 9 to go for the first. Ball just outside the 35-yard line, about the 36.
Gotta be watching number 12.
One receiver. That's Lee, who goes in motion now, right to left. Fakes the handoff to him. The quarterback, Gaiman, rolling off to his right. He's going to take it down the sideline. He's got the first, and he gets pushed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Boy, the play action that time was set up perfectly to number 12. He came across the backfield. The defensive backs fluttered back with the receivers and allowed the quarterback, once he got to the outside, he was just being chased down from behind. Sailors defense got to dig the cleats in here.
8:56 left in the first half. Inside handoff. Nice job by your Steamboat Sailors. Good penetration there, as it looks like Ben Bogan in on the tackle.
Yeah, Ben Bogan and number 6, Ivan Reynolds.
So that's going to bring up a second and a long 9. Ball inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line.
Second down, it's hard to say what the Devils will do. Probably push the ball towards the middle, but they're going to be going to number 12 when it comes down to crunch time.
Well, the Devils spread it out, inside handoff, and the quarterback, the Sailors read that, pickup of about 5 on the play, inside the 15.
And that was number 89, Beal, on that. And that's what I meant. Kind of setting the Sailors up, going up the middle. Now it's going to be third down, and you got to know the Devils are going to be scripting some plays to go to their go-to guy, number 12.
Third and about 5 to go. Lee is in the backfield right now, and the pitch over the left side, and he cuts it up inside. That's number 26, Maverick Gorla, and Gorla picks up positive yards. He'll be close to the first.
Yeah, but still going to bring up fourth down. This is a huge play here. Fourth and about 3 or 4 yards. Fourth and about 3. This is big for the Sailors defense, and this short field takes away a few of the Eagle Valley options. Let's see if the Sailors can hold. This would be the biggest play at this point of the game.
Will Gaiman, the quarterback, has one receiver way wide to the right. 3 running backs in the backfield. Under center. Gaiman hands it off over the left side of the line. Positive yards. That's going to be close. If not, looks like he got the first down on the play.
I don't know. The spot on this side of the field, it's hard to say right now.
Let's see what they say.
The ball.
Oh, they're going to bring in. They want to bring in the chains. Referee timeout here.
I'm not so sure he got that.
I'll take this to recognize another senior.
Seeing where the ball is spotted to where the chains are, we got a little bit of a practical delusion here.
We do. Most of my life is an optical illusion. 7:10 left in this first half. 7-7 the score.
Stretch that chain.
Chain gang's
Stretch
out.
that.
And let's see. It looks like they just got
They
it.
got it by the length of the football.
Yeah.
Oh, tough.
Tough. First
The
down.
length of the football gives them a first and goal. That's going to be tough. With the running game the Devils have, this is a tough assignment for the Sailors defense to hold them out of that end zone for 4 plays. Let's see if the turnover gods can wink at us here.
7-7 the score.
Oh, the length of a football. That's a tough break.
Gaiman, the quarterback, he's going from under center. He's got Lee and several other running backs in the backfield, rolling off to his right, looking for number 12, and he could not come down with it. That will fall incomplete. Stop the clock with 6:55 left in this first half, and bring up a 2nd and goal to go.
They got him flaring out to the flat. The play was well designed. I think the quarterback honestly put a little bit too much mustard on the ball. Number 12 couldn't haul it in.
So 2nd and goal to goal, ball marked down at the 6-yard line. Sailors need a big defensive stop.
What they got to do is stretch the linebackers out, let the line
quarterback from the gun, pitch over the left side.
Stop him.
And he's got positive yards. I'm not seeing a sign yet. Looks like he stopped just short of the goal line. Pick up about 4 or 5 on the play. Really good job that time. Like I was saying, by the Sailor linebackers, collapsed in on the play, prevented the touchdown. Going to be 3rd and very short. So 3rd and goal to goal. Looks like the ball is at about the 2-yard line. The quarterback under center here, Guyman, he's going to do a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he's got it. He had a hole open up on his left side of his offensive line. Looked like he ran right over the back of his own teammate, but you'll always give that up for a touchdown. I'd like to thank our friends at Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, tools, gardening, and more. Go see Bridget and the gang at Steamboat Ace Hardware, West Steamboat on Highway 40. Here comes the extra point attempt, the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. And it looks to me like they've got a kicking game now. They do. They got a talented kicker there. He blasted that one through. Kicked it to the cop card that's behind the track there on the road. Set off the siren. It did. 6:20 left in this first half. Sailors down 14-7. But this is a football game. Yeah, these teams are evenly matched. Nice night here. If you're watching online, you can see is something interesting I found out. That's actually a penal institution on the other side of the field there. Not for Class A offenders, but all the same. Or maybe he said elementary school. You know, you can sometimes get those two mixed up. 6 to 10-year-olds. Yeah, you got to watch those crazy cats. 6:20 left in this first half. The guy in the booth next to us, he's like, I didn't say penal. I said elementary school. I'd like to thank the Paoli Group. If you're searching for your own prime real estate, give Chris Paoli and the gang a call at Colorado Group Realty, 870-0550. Also like to thank Celebrations, formerly in Celebrations of Kids, celebrating the grand reopening. Go check it out. We did. Did you check it out? Yeah, arcade my boys weren't going to let an arcade open. No. Let's not go drop a few Andrew Jacksons. Yeah. Are you kidding? It's fun. Good game. Yeah. It's fun. I always love bringing the boys over there. Yeah. Great people on it. It's a fun place to visit. All right. Sailors set to return this kick here. Line drive kick right up the middle. Goes off the turf, and the Sailors are letting it fall. Took an eagle bounce, and a nice job by Steamboat, actually, to pick it up and get back to the 20. I can't tell who picked that ball up. Looks like it may have been Shot. I think it might have been either Shot or JMO. I think it was JMO. And you're right. That was a great job because he was hoping it was going to go out of bounds, a la the last kickoff the Sailors had, get the ball to 35. When he saw that wasn't going to happen, he wisely picked it up and got back to the 20-yard line. And that was a really heads-up play by number 15, Jamison Tracy. Well, Sailors could have been deep in their own territory. You get like 5 black shirts breathing down on you, and all of a sudden the ball is inside the 10. He picks it up off the turf, squirts forward. Nice play. Sailors have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Little play action there. Rolling off to his left is Gideon. Gideon throws back to the right. He's got a man, and that one's complete. No, blew the whistle. That was complete. Number 4, Leo Davies came down with it. And as soon as he caught it, his foot slipped out. His knee touched the ground. Davies should be checking his cleats because he's been sliding all over this field tonight. But he caught the ball, and as he went to turn up the field, his foot slid out. His knee touched down, so the play is dead right there. Then he got a lick put on him by one of the Devils
coughed up the ball, but obviously, as we stated, play was over. So it was a good pickup by number 4, Davies.
Second down, about 2 to go for the first. Ball marked down at about the 28-yard line of Steamboat. Sailors moving right to left. One receiver wide to the left, one in tight to the right, ball on the right hash mark. Under center, inside handoff. Positive yards there for Ezra Moyer, who looks like he got about a yard before he was hauled back.
Yeah, he might have got to that might be a first down. If it's not, it's going to bring up third and very short. And I think Moyer, maybe I'm mistaken. I know they got to change the gameplay, particularly when you guys lose Finn Russell, who's a beast going up the middle. But, some of Moyer's best work last week was getting to the outside. Let him use his speed. He's not a huge kid. Let him get to the outside and turn the wheels upfield. 3rd and inches.
Cole Gideon, the lone receiver, wide to the left, shot to the right, 2 men in the backfield. Under center is Gideon. Inside handoff. Sailors are going to be close to the first down, although I think I saw a flag.
It's a
fumble, and it looks like it's Eagle Valley ball. Oh, my.
Tough break for the Sailors. I think it was a fumble on the quarterback to running back connection. The handoff looked like it got a little bobbled. That's what I thought I saw. And then I looked to the sideline, and there's one thing Cade Gideon, number 3, has got to work on. He really gets crazy down on himself when he feels like he made a mistake. And I could see him over there slapping himself in the helmet.
So 1st and 10 from the gun, inside handoff. And a quick handoff over the right side of the line. Positive yards there for number 25, Daniel Gallegos. It's going to be a 3rd and about 7.
Nice job on the stop by number 71, Slowey, with a little bit of backup help from 13 shot. Tough break for the Sailors, really is. The defense got to get him off the field.
Guyman, the quarterback. And he's once again going from the gun. He's got receivers to the right and left, one man behind him in the backfield. Throws it, and that was picked off.
There you go.
And that's Cole Gideon. Cole Gideon across the field, still on his feet. He's got a lot of green, and he picks up positive yards out over the 32-yard line.
Outstanding job. Gideon read that play like a book. Saw the defender going to sit in the flats, cut in front of him, and an excellent job. And that ball was a missile thrown too.
Balin, his brother, out. Nice concentration there.
No, really nice job.
Bring that one in.
Yeah, you could see Gideon. He almost feel like he was waiting on that play up to this point in the game.
So with 3:53 left in this first half, Sailors down by 7, 14-7 the score. Cade Gideon, the quarterback from the gun. We've got one running back behind him, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and inside handoff. And positive yards on the play, maybe picked up 2 or 3. Sailors once again not very effective on the run, but there's your man, my main man, Otis Vandekar.
Otis Vandekar getting in the game. Somebody was listening to me. You want to just, I know it's a chess game out there. You're setting up for your next 3 or 4 plays. So let's see what the Sailor coaching staff comes up with.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gideon from the gun. Another handoff. Positive yards. And he tripped up coming through the line, or he could have had a first down.
He did. He got tripped up by one of the defenders, or he was blasting up the middle.
Jamison Tracy on the carry, picks up about 4 yards. That brings up a 3rd down now, and about 6 to go for the first. Ball marked down at about the 36-yard line of Steamboat.
This is a big play here for the Sailors. They get a first down, continue marching down the field with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Davies and Schott here wide to the left. Cole Gideon, the lone receiver, to the right. Back to pass is Cade Gideon. Gideon's flushed out of the pocket, looking, throws it downfield. He's got his brother open, and that one's caught. And that's going to be a first down to the 30-yard line. He is in, and the Sailors are cooking with gas.
I think they said he was out of bounds. Yeah, he was just forced to the far sideline. It looked like his second foot came down, going to bring up tough play. I think Cade put that ball where only the receiver could come down with it. Unfortunately, just a little too far to the sideline.
A huge bummer. That looked like a complete pass from this angle, but we don't have a very good angle up here in the booth. So it's a punting situation here. Sailors are short a man on the field. They finally get Bogan out there. Jevin Hovey gets the snap. Big, high, booming punt. And they're going to let this one drop down. It takes a Sailors bounce, and it's going to be down at the 25-yard line. So a good punt there by the senior kicker.
Well, we got a little moment here. I'm going to have to give a shout-out to home. Hi, boys. How are you? Saying hello to my sons, Jack and Charlie, who are home watching the game with my wife, Kath. Just want to give them a shout. Told them I'd say hello and horrify our viewing audience all at the same time.
For those of you watching online at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, we apologize for that.
Somebody's going, what was that?
It was just Halloween yesterday, so the frights are not over. From the gun here, Guyman pitches it over the left side of the line, and the running back there, number 13, Tommy Reynolds, picks up positive yards, about a 3-yard pickup, maybe 4, second down, 6 to go.
And with only 2 minutes to go in the first half, you got to think that Eagle Valley be content to keep the ball on the ground. If they do, if they were to stretch the field, that'd be one thing, but you don't want to risk the turnover, as we just saw with Gideon coming down in the prior plays.
Under center, rolling off to his right. He's going to pass. That one's thrown to the flat as Guyman was looking there for Will. Will drops the ball again.
And he did the same play. That was the one when they were down in the end zone. But the ball's coming in low, it's coming in hot, and it's a tough ball to catch on a night like tonight. But then again, like I was saying, it's third, so it was second and about 5. Your running game's picking up 3 yards a carry. Just grind it down. Get the 3 yards. Grind the field down.
3rd and 6. Ball marked down at about the 31-yard line. Back to pass. That's Guyman. Guyman throws it up. He's got a man. And just overthrew him. He's got a cannon.
He does, but that was great coverage by the Sailors. I think that was number 15, Jamison Tracy over there on the man-to-man coverage.
Well, Deemer, they should have listened to you. Hindsight being 50-50 here.
Now you're in a punting situation.
1:39 left in the clock. The Sailors have plenty of time, especially the way Cade Gideon has been throwing the ball. Back deep, we've got 2 Sailors back to return the punt, set up at the Sailors 35. Looks like Davies. It's a line drive kick, and they're going to let that one skim down to about the 25-yard line.
We got a little slugfest going on here this evening.
14-7 the score.
And you know what's something we got to say is interesting? All right, you were there last week. You saw the game. What was it? 20 false start penalties?
Yeah, none.
Something ridiculous between both teams. This week there's none. So what's the dramatic difference tonight? I mean, not to go on about last week's officiating, but my goodness, tonight this referee crew is doing a great job. They're letting the kids play the game.
So from the gun is Cade Gideon. He's got 2 receivers off to his left, 2 to the right. Sailors spreading it out. High snap.
Get on it.
And that one goes over the quarterback's head, and Gideon is able to fall on the ball down at about the 14-yard line.
I don't know if that was such a bad snap as it looked like the center and the quarterback weren't on the same page with the count. The ball was coming, and it didn't look like Gideon was in a spot to be ready for it.
I agree. I guess the question here is, clock's ticking down. We're under a minute. Do you just take a knee?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And just take this 14-7?
Maybe one play where you try to really stretch it down the field, but you got to be careful, even the snaps on a night like tonight.
Gideon from the gun, looking, passing. throws it down the left side. He's got a gun. He throws that one up, and that one's caught by his brother down the sideline, and he is inbounds, and that's going to stop the clock, and it is a completion of about 40 yards.
That's an outstanding job. Same play they ran before. That was just caught out of bounds. This kid Gideon, you're going to be playing football next year. You guys are going to be a team to be reckoned with. I'll tell you what, because I'm looking down your roster. I'm seeing you and half the other guys are either sophomores or juniors.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass is Gideon. Gideon throws that one over the left. He's got a man. That one's complete.
Out of bounds.
Get out of bounds. You got to get out of bounds. No, he wants to take it down the sideline. At the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Sailors!
Yes!
Just like that, 22.3 seconds left. The Steamboat Sailors come within 1.
Shot, get redemption. I'm yelling, get out of bounds.
Me too.
Because I want him to stop the clock. But he saw something being on the field. We didn't. He saw if he could cut in and get around the defenders, he might be able to get to the end zone. And he wanted one back after that play before where he got shoestring tackled at the goal line. That was an awesome job. Great play calling by the Sailors coaching staff. Excellent throw from Gideon, but a heads-up, super savvy play by number 13, Shot.
Here comes the snap, the hold, and the kick, and that is good. Jevin Hovey ties this game up. 14-14 the score, 22.3 seconds left in the half. A big shout-out to our friends at Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you've got friends coming to town, give them a call at 970-879-8000, and make sure you ask for the Locals Connection discount. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located on Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without ever leaving the valley. Shop local, sleep great. And Johnny B. Good's Diner, bringing you the shake and bake play of the game. I just think we saw it, especially since he wasn't listening to a word you said.
Well, good. You know what? I'm glad that nobody out there listened to anything we said. It was something I was going to bring up, why we're up here announcing and calling the game and not actually in the coach's booth. Because when they were down on their own 5-yard line,
we were like,
take a knee, go into the locker room, you're only down by a touchdown. Instead, the coaches did exactly what I've been saying all season.
Go for it.
You're not playing for the state championship, go for it. What do you got to lose?
I love
and that's exactly what they did, and that was beautiful play calling, well-executed plays by the Sailors. Kudos to them. That was a great job by the offensive unit.
Riverboat Sean Baumgartner going for it. 2 long passes, and your Steamboat Sailors, just like that, have tied this game up. Jevin Hovey kicking the ball off here from the Sailors 40, line drive kick. That one goes up, bounces, pinballs off one returner, picked up there on the far side. Sailors read it, and we've got a shipwreck here at the 22-yard line.
And I think the first one down there on the special teams coverage was number 12, Ben Bogan. Is there any play where there's an opportunity to hit the ball carrier that Bogan's not in on? I mean, he's got a nose for the ball. He's a big, strong kid, and he really puts a lick at 6'2", 182 pounds. That's an athlete out there, folks, and he put a bell-ringing lick on the ball carrier that time.
And he's a sophomore, which means he still could have some growing to do. We need to get him down to the diner, Mike.
I think we have. You know, our Wednesday night dinner. Next week we got Bogan coming. That's right.
Okay, 1st and 10. 16.2 seconds left in this first half. We are tied at 14. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left from the gun. Eagle Valley Devils back to pass. Guyman throws that one to the flat, and that one's nearly picked off. But it goes and falls incomplete. Leo Davies
coming in like a rocket on that.
He's sacrificing the body. Coaching staff was on top of him, helping him up from the sideline, but he streaked across there. Davies has got some speed, man.
And clearly, the big Mo, so important in football, momentum is switched to the Sailors' side right now. That touchdown, marching 97 yards down the field and getting a touchdown, has clearly got the Sailors football team jacked up.
Marching on 3 plays, and the first play went 15 yards the wrong way. And that went, once again, incomplete into the flat that little screen pass set up to Lee. That's they've set
he's
that
in his
pass
head
up.
now.
Yeah,
it's in his head. That's 3 to the flats that he's dropped, and you can see him out there. Hands on. The coach has got to get to him and say, hey, look, relax. You can catch the football. You're our go-to guy. They keep trying to get him that play to get his head back in the game, and it's setting him further and further back.
14-14 the score, 6.4 seconds left in this first half. You are tuned to Steamboat Sailors football, and they are going to take a knee. I'd like to thank Burlette Roofing, a full-service contractor specializing in damage restoration from roof damage. Visit them online at burletteroofing.com. Also, a big shout-out to Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC, and Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice and the homeowner's friend. After one half of play, the Steamboat Sailors are tied with the Eagle Valley Devils 14-14 live from Hot Stuff Stadium in Gypsum, Colorado. We'll be back in just a few with first half stats. We've got some Sailor spotlights on the way, an opportunity for you to get up close and personal with your Steamboat Sailors on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Sports on FM is brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Johnny B. Good's Diner,
Burlette Roofing, Celebration, Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Russell's Auto Salon,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental,
and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now. Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Hi, this is Terry.
And this is Phil.
Russell's Auto Salon.
At Russell's, we make it easy for you. All you got to do is bring me an email address and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
We are proud to support Steamboat Sailors football. Whenever you go on a long trip, it is important to check your vehicle's fluids. Not just oil and brake, but also your windshield wiper fluid, so you can see better. A quick tip so you don't get hit.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. Call us at 970-879-1515.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailors football this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdowns. Dances.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the ranch and rural property specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
I'm River King, and I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 67, and I play offensive center and defensive tackle. I've been playing for 5 years. I also like to play lacrosse, and I like to ski. Outside of school sports, I'm also involved in 4-H. I'd like to go to college at Montana State University or the University of Wyoming. If I can play in college, I definitely would, and may the odds ever be in my favor. In 10 years, I see myself either being a small aircraft pilot, a wildlife biologist, or a trucker busting 95 on the interstate. My favorite subject in school is probably science or weightlifting because it's a good time, it's interesting, and it's, not every day that you get to learn about things like that. Last summer, I hung out with my friends a lot. We went mudding, fishing, camping, really anything Steamboat has to offer. My goal for this season is to make as many blocks as I can and be the best teammate possible. My goals for life are to be happy no matter how much money I'm making. What I will remember most about being a sailor is hanging out with my friends. I am River King, and I am proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Go Sailors! Burlette Roofing is a full-service Colorado contractor specializing in damage restoration from roof damage and assisting you in the recovery process following a property damage event. Visit burletteroofing.com for more information and a free consultation. That's BERLETroofing.com. Burlette Roofing is proud to support the Steamboat Sailors football team for the 2019 season. Visit burletteroofing.com for more details.
We believe every girl can embrace who she is, can define who she wants to be, can rise to any challenge,
can change the world.
The Girls on the Run 5K will take place on Saturday, November 9th at the Steamboat Springs Middle School at 11 a.m.
Join hundreds of girls, their coaches, and community members for this fun-filled, non-competitive race. The Girls on the Run 5K is presented by Alpine Bank, Summit County Community Foundation, CHFA, the Rochester Hotel,
Pediatrics of Steamboat, the Stedman Clinic, Steamboat Lodging Company, the Olson Team, Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty,
Mountain Radiology, Downtown Conoco, Fidelity Mortgage, Heritage Title, Honeystone, Mountain View Car Wash, Basalt Recreation, McKnight's, the Steamboat Grand, and Easy 94.1.
Girls on the Run! Girls on the Run! Girls on the Run is so much fun!
Visit GOTRWesternColorado.org to sign up today.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Joey Burlette, and I am a junior at SSHS. My number is 81, and I am a tight end and a cornerback. I've been playing for 5 years. I also like to dirt bike, timber sled, and ski. Outside of school sports, I'm also involved in timber sled racing and enduro sport racing. With timber sled racing, it's just a dirt bike with a ski on the front and a track on the back, and then we just race up on rabbit ears during the winter for like 20 miles. I'd like to go to college at CU. If I went to college, I'd like to play football there. In 10 years, I see myself being a billionaire and owning my own private island and a private jet. My favorite subject in school is history because I like learning about stuff that already happened. My favorite movie is Talladega Nights because if you ain't first, you're last. I like this movie because it's really funny and quotable. Last summer, I dirt biked with my friends. I also camped with the football team. My goal for the season is to start on an offensive play. My goals for life are to retire at 45. What I remember most about being a sailor is the team spirit. My name is Joey Burlette. I am a junior at SSHS, and I am proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailors football this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Greetings, Yampa Valley. For over 25 years, Johnny B. Good's Diner has been your hometown eatery, serving delicious home-cooked food with excellent service and a smile. We have breakfast all day, every day, fast-filling, affordable lunches, enjoyable family dinners, or decadent desserts. It's all here at Johnny B's for a great price. Dine in or carry out 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until close every day of the year. Isn't it time for a meal at Johnny B. Good's Diner, 738 Lincoln, downtown Steamboat Springs?
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School football broadcasts. Is there a better setting to cheer on your hometown Sailors than Gardner Field? Steamboat High School Athletics, an example of our genuine hometown, Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, rush through our doors. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Jamison Tracy, and I'm a junior. I'm number 15, and I play running back and safety. I've been playing football for 8 years. I also like to do track and play spike ball, and I really like to play foursquare. Outside of school, I like to fish and watch movies. I don't know where I'd like to go to college yet, but we'll see in the future. I don't know if I'll play a sport in college, but I'd really like to. 10 years, I see myself skiing maybe, because I really like to do that. My favorite subject in school definitely has to be guitar, because I think it's really fun and it's musical. My favorite movie, definitely Happy Gilmore, because I like to golf. Last summer, I spent a lot of time with my friends. We went camping a couple times, we went fishing. I caught a really nice brookie when I went camping at Pearl Lake, so that was a great time. My goal for this season is to start in some games. My goals for life are to live a happy life with people that I love. What I remember most about being a sailor is team camaraderie and fun laughs. I'm Jamison Tracy. I'm a junior, and I am proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Johnny B. Good's Diner, Burlette Roofing, Celebration, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rental, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now. Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Football.
It's a good game. Hello? Hey? No, it's starting the second half. Yeah, it's just starting. Right, sure. Good. Everything went good though? That's cool. Cool. It's like I told Duncan, just tell him, I said, not just you, I'm telling you, but tell Ryan. It's just the diner. Use your skills. Cool. Seth and Rachel, good. Did he go out to the WAN yet? Do you know?
We are back live here at Hot Stuff Stadium after one half of play. Your Steamboat Sailors tied at 14. There was a long line at the men's room, so we apologize for a little bit of dead air. Brian Harvey, Mike Deemer from Johnny B. Good's Diner along for the ride as we are here in Gypsum, Colorado on the campus of Eagle Valley High School. So an exciting first half football here for your Steamboat Sailors. Sailors really missing Finn Russell here on the ground. Having a hard time getting that ground game going right now, but they are definitely trying to keep Eagle Valley honest here, Mike, by continuing to run the football. But boy, have they been able to pass the ball.
Yeah, the passing game has been amazing. Gideon to Beal, and Gideon, of course, to Schott. Ben Schott's having a game. You know, we touched on it last week, and Aiden, who's up here in the booth with us, who was injured in last week's game, you know, Schott got a little grief, he said, from some of his teammates and others for dropping a few balls last week. It's tough. You know, when you're up here in the booth, you go, why didn't he come down with that catch? And it was like, well, there was 3 guys on him. One was clawing at his eyes. The other was kicking him in the back. It's hard to catch the football. That being said, you could tell Schott really disciplined himself, and tonight he's had a heck of a game. He's galloped down the field. He should have 2 touchdowns to his credit. If it wasn't for a shoestring tackle, he would, but he got the Sailors on the board late in the second half, or second quarter, and it's made it a tie game. So Sailors are in a slugfest on the road. There ain't much more you can ask for. We're going in 14-14 to start the second half, and Eagle Valley's kicking off. So let's see if the Sailors offense can continue with the momentum they've built.
14-14 the score. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. You can also listen and watch the game on the Steamboat Radio YouTube page. So here comes the kick. That one's right up the gut. Sailors, pinballs off a couple of different Sailors. Looks like it's picked up by Ezra Moya there on the far side, and he takes it up over the 34-yard line. So the Sailors will get decent field position here from their own.
It's great field position considering they got the ball. Because on a night like tonight, and it's getting colder by the minute. I mean, I was just sitting out there in the bleachers. The fans have shrunk. There's about 20 in front of us, and one of them's right in front of us. So if you see on the camera, we got a little bit of blockage. We're going to try to negotiate that the next time out.
And inside handoff there. Tanner Rape, that was a handoff there to Jamison Tracy, and he is pushed backwards on the play.
You got to say, I love me my lineman, but right now interior between the guard and center, and you said Aiden told us there's a new guard playing tonight who probably stepped in, 3 rotating in, So we got guys who are rotating in just because of the decimation of injuries this team has had. Running it up the middle is not going to win this football game for them. I know they're setting up other plays, but going up the middle is not going to do it.
From the gun, fakes the handoff, play action, pass to the flat, over the right side. Positive yards there for your Steamboat Sailors. Pickup of about 7 on the play as Ben Bogan caught that ball over the right side.
And that's what I alluded to. You can go up the middle if you're going to be setting up a play 2 or 3 further on down in your series.
That's going to bring up a third down, about 3.5, maybe 4 to go for the first. Ball on the 39-yard line of Steamboat. Cade Gideon from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. Back to pass. Looking off to his right. He's got men in his grill. He throws that one complete. Beal with the catch. First down, Steamboat, and we are in Eagle Valley territory down at the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you, obviously, Beal came down with that catch, and that was beautiful. But that play, number 3, the freshman quarterback, you can't say enough about him. He strung it out. He got great time. The offensive line's doing a great job on pass protection. And he took it towards the near side here. He held on to it till the last possible minute, and he took a lick as a result, but he got the ball downfield, first down to Beal.
We've got one receiver wide to the right, one in tight to the left. That shot, pitch over the right side. Jamison Tracy rolling downhill, picks up positive yards there as they roll over the right side of the line and pick up maybe 2 yards on the play.
But I'm seeing the Eagle Valley defense is still up at the line of scrimmage. They're playing in the box with their defenders. They're really not respecting the passing game, particularly outside. They're just going to man coverage, and I got a hunch that's going to come up and bite them.
So from the gun, Gideon. He's got 3 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Another pitch to Jamison Tracy over the right side. Tracy, positive yards, best run of the game as he picks up 7 yards on the play. He's going to be real close to the first down as he falls out of bounds on the right side of the field.
That was a really nice job.
I don't think he got it.
I don't. No, he's going to come up just a few yards short, but that was a nice design and well-executed play.
It's going to bring up, I believe, a third and 1. I'm not sure if I trust the scoreboard or the.
No, it's
but it is third down, about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 to go.
Because Beal picked up the first.
Ball marked down at the 36-yard line of Eagle Valley. One receiver, that's Cole Gideon off to the right, 2 to the left here. Ball in the center of the field. Some movement here from the defense. They get back, and we've got
I think that's encroachment.
And it looks like it is going to be against the defense. So the Sailors get the first down the easy way.
Easy first down. The defense got a little bit too jumpy. And I got to tell you what, big kudos, big plug to the Sailors offensive unit, particularly the line. I don't want to jinx them, but they haven't had one of those penalties that shall not be named to this point of the game. And that is a big plus. You know, coaches hate the penalties. I'm sure they touched on it this week in practice. But kudos to the line.
Gideon again from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. That's Jamison Tracy. 2 receivers to the left. 1 man in motion right to left. That's Leo Davies. Davies gets smacked on the jet sweep, and he is cut down for a loss.
Yeah, that was clearly a missed assignment. Davies came across, and number 44 for the Eagles was literally in the backfield waiting for the play. I think that was not so much a missed assignment, but the defensive coordinator for the Eagle Valley Devils calling the play. He read it, and he had his men right in the position to blow it up.
8:46 left in this third quarter. We are tied at 14. Sailors have the ball, second and about 13 to go. Ball is down at the 35-yard line of Eagle Valley. We've got trips off to the left. Cole Gideon, the lone receiver, to the right. Back to pass is Gideon. Gideon looking, throws it down the left side. He's got a man. Leo Davies was open. He turned, and the ball was right there. I think he was a little surprised that it came his way.
He was turning to the outside towards the sideline. The ball was coming to the inside. Just a little bit, having a hard time finding where it's coming down from.
He was open and nearly caught that. Wow.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. But, boy, the offensive line is doing a great job tonight in pass protection. They're giving Gideon all the time he needs to get rid of the ball.
So Schott, the lone receiver, off to the left. We've got Davies in the slot and Cole Gideon way wide to the right. Down the center part of the field. That one is complete to Jamison Tracy, and that is going to be a 10, 12-yard pickup.
That's a beautiful play. That is really a nice play. Getting Tracy to come up, he runs a little skinny button hook over the middle and picks up huge yardage.
4th and about 5, certainly 4-down territory. Ball inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line.
I'm going right back to that same play. I'm telling you, there ain't no way the Devils are going to be expecting that. Ain't no way. My mother-in-law, the English teacher, is going to be having a conniption. She hears me talking.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Sailor spreading them out. Back to pass. Gideon throws it quick over the right sideline. He's got a man. And that falls incomplete in the end zone. Good defensive play there by the Eagle Valley Devils as Gideon was looking for his brother on that one.
He was. They were going for it all on a 4th and short. And again, I mean, you want to stretch the play out, get the points on the board. Why not? Why not go for it? Cold night on the road. Sailors come up a little short, but not a bad offensive series. Let's see if the defense can respond.
So 1st and 10 on the turnover on downs for the Eagle Valley Devils. Handoff inside. And the Sailors read that one. Pickup of about 2 or 3 yards in between the tackles for number 44, Cody Raper.
Nice job by all the boys on the line. Hansen kind of stood him up first and had finish work set up for number 51, Caleb Cuevas, teaming up on the tackle.
2nd down, about 5.5 to go for the first. 1 receiver off to the right. That's Matt Lee. And inside handoff there, positive yards. Pickup of about 3.5 on the play. Good job by your Steamboat Sailors, as I see a boatload of Sailors in there.
Yeah, again, number 52, Ryan Hansen. That kid, he quietly has good games. He anchors that line. He's always in on the tackle, on the tackle when the play is coming up between the tackles. Really nice job by number 52, Hansen, keeping himself busy down there in the trenches.
3rd and 1. Inside handoff. Sailors stood him up in the backfield. He is going to be close. It looks like he got the first down with the second effort, but the Sailors had him down for a loss.
Boy, Ben Bogan got into the backfield, and I thought the play was blown up. Even with the second effort, I didn't think he got the first down, but clearly he did with the spot of the ball.
So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Eagle Valley Devils. Ball marked down to the 36-yard line of Eagle. Receivers to the right and left, 2 men in the backfield from the gun. The pitch over the left side, and the Sailors read this one, cuts it back upfield. The running back, number 26, Maverick Gorla, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 2nd and long.
That poor guy slid like a sliding in the second kind of slide on his back, and he had big number 71, John Slowey, land on top of him. He'll be reminded of that play sometime tomorrow.
2nd down, 9 to go. 1 receiver off to the left. Now the quarterback, Guyman, under center. Fumbles the ball, picks it back up, rolls off to his left on the busted play. Quarterback keep, tries to find the edge of the field. He's knocked out of bounds after picking up about 3 yards on the play. Good defensive effort there by Cole Gideon.
Yeah, Cole really came up, tracked him down. The quarterback didn't really have any choice to do because the play was designed, a running play, to go up the left side. When he fumbled, he came to the right side, so there were no receivers. He got tracked down. Bringing bringing up a big third down. If the Sailors could hold them here, this is a pivotal point in the game.
3rd and 6, one receiver off to the right. Guyman, the quarterback, under center, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throws it down the field, overthrown.
Nice defense.
That will stop the clock and bring up a 4th and 6, and it looks like it's a punting situation.
Yeah, it does look like it. We'll see. You know, they've gone to it a few times. Good defense there by number 4, Davies. Quarterback kind of had to throw it high, or else Davies would have come down with the pick. But it is going to bring up 4th and long. If I'm Eagle Valley, the way their defense has been playing, I'm punting it. At this part of the field, though, when the ball's on the 40, you got to watch for the trick play. The Sailors' special teams has got to be awake.
Matt Lee is the punter. He's shown he's got some speed. High snap, big high kick here, and the Sailors are going to just let it bounce. Slides across the field, and it's going to be good field position for the Sailors as it falls down at their own 33.
And, you know, I thought for a second, number 12 with the high snap, playing the punter, the role of the punt, I thought he was going to take off with it and try to get the first down, but he wisely punted it away. But the Sailors, in a battle of field position, have won that round.
5:19 left in this third quarter. We are tied at 14. Steamboat Sailors football brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank. The Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending, member FDIC. So the Sailors break the huddle. They've got 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Cade Gideon, the quarterback from the gun. He's got Jamison Tracy back there. Play action, rolls to his right. He's flushed. He's got a man in his grill, throws that one out of bounds.
You know, he did the right thing there, but boy, he took a late hit. He did. You know, he was being tracked from behind, got rid of the ball. Number 77 for Eagle Valley. That was right on the cusp. I know the referees are letting them play the game tonight, and I'm down with that. But, boy, that was right on the cusp of roughing the passer.
So that will bring...
Sir, can we get you to slide over like a foot? Thank you.
5:13 left in this first half. Handoff to Tracy over the right side. He's got positive yards. So the Sailors sticking with the run, and they've gotten a couple of big gashes here in the second half.
And that's what, again, when we were talking about in the first half, if you can get the defensive backs to sit deep because your passing game is being successful, if the running backs then can get through the box, get out of the trenches, pass the line of scrimmage, they can make something happen.
3rd and 1, ball marked down at about the 42-yard line of Steamboat. Sailors look like they moved, and the refs seem to have caught that too.
And that was a split second. The play, I think it might have been 52. Hansen might have jumped just a split second too soon.
Colorado Avalanche right now clawing back. They're down 2-1 right now to the Dallas Stars. That game about 10 minutes left in the second period. Steamboat Sailors here tied at 14, 4:39 left in this third quarter. That penalty, unfortunately, moved him in the wrong direction. 3rd and about 6 to go for the first. Gideon from the gun, passing situation, flushed out of the pocket to the right, and he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, that time, boy, that just set it up. And, you know, again, it's the one thing that's always, it just snake bites the team is penalties. Instead of 3rd and short, which opens up so many possibilities in your playbook, you go to 3rd and long when you're on the road. That's a tough road to hoe. As a result, the Sailors are going to be punting.
So 4th and 12. Sailors punting. Nobody deep here for Eagle Valley. Big booming kick, and they're going to let that one slide. And it will fall down at about the 25-yard line. So we've seen Steamboat do that in the past, just not put everybody up, try to block it.
Nice job, number 10, Cody Mousley, getting down there before anyone else tapped the ball down. But I get it. On a night like tonight, especially where they're punting from, you know that unless it's some kind of pro-level punt, it's going to end up between the 20 and 30, even with a good bounce, which it did. So you go for the block, see what happens.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagle Valley Devils, starting at their own 27-yard line. Guyman, the quarterback, under center now, and he's going to pitch it over the right side. Running back cuts it up and picks up about 3-4 yards on the play, just over the 30-yard line. Number 26 there, Maverick Gorla.
And for the Sailors, in on making the tackle, number 51, Caleb Cuevas, who's really turned into a heck of a football player through his career here for the Sailors. I know he's a senior. He's a big kid. Really has a nose for the football, tracking the sideline, tracking the ball sideline to sideline.
Receivers to the right and left. Guyman inside handoff. Between the tackles he goes, and he is going to be real close to that first down, and I think he's got it.
I think he did just get over the first down marker.
So that'll be a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
That's much more of what we're used to seeing from Eagle Valley, this ground and pound kind of offense where, they just wear down the interior linemen by constantly pounding the ball in their direction.
Guyman now going from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. He pitches it over to the left there. Running back turns the corner. Gorla picks up positive yards as he slips down after about an 8-yard pickup. Maverick Gorla, the running back, 2:48 left in the first.
We got two different spots. I'm watching the ref. The one here has got his arm up, showing where to mark the ball, was a yard further back than where the ball actually got marked.
Second down, about 2 to go for the first. Ball at about the 47-yard line of Eagle. Handoff through the tackles, and a good job by your Steamboat Sailors as we batten down the hatches on that one.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd and short, but we got somebody down. Somebody's hurt.
Looks like it's an Eagle Valley player is hurt on the play, and the Sailors, when the other team is waving the training staff over.
Waving for the training staff of Eagle Valley. He knew somebody was hurt right away.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our friends at Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Go see Travis and the gang. Home of the Unlimited Gold Wash. Stay clean, my friends. Also like to thank Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop, where you always meet by accident. Russell's Auto Salon at 879-1515, bringing you the collision of the game. So, with 2:15 left in this third quarter, that's Maverick Gorla who got hurt, and he's been instrumental.
Yeah, it's good to see him coming off the field under his own power. No matter who you're rooting for, the last thing you want to do is see one of these guys laying on the ground in agony.
So it's 3rd and short from the gun, and handoff over the left side of the line, first down, Eagle Valley, and they march into Steamboat territory. Down to about the 43-yard line.
No doubt about it. That was a power run. He got himself some momentum going. I think that was number 44 who churned up the middle there, and he's been amped this half. He's the one who had that hit on Davies in the backfield, and that kid, number 44 for Eagle Valley, is playing some football.
Cody Raper on the carry. On the gun, from the gun again, Guyman pitches it over the right side. That's Gorla back in the game. He picks up positive yards, and the Eagle Valley Devils certainly flying down the field right now.
Well, they're getting around the tackles. They're getting to the outside again. That was Caleb Cuevas on the tackle, and he's coming from the far side of the field. So the Sailors have got to do a better job containing the ball carrier to the interior.
Second down and about 3 to go for the first. 1:41 left in this third quarter.
Boy, number 51, Cuevas, when he wraps you up, you're going down.
14-14 the score. One receiver to the right, one to the left. From the right hash mark, inside handoff. Sailors hit him at the line, but he keeps falling forward. Cody Raper with more positive yards. He's going to get that first down, I believe.
He is. And right now, Eagle Valley is grinding the ball down. They're just marching it. Sailors got to come up big here. Got to get a little stout at the line and in the linebacker position. What they got to worry about, what we should worry about, is the play action. It's going to be set up. You keep grounding up the middle, it's going to free something up to the outside.
One receiver off to the right, 3 men in the backfield. Hand off to Gorla over the left side of the line. Sailors hold him up there and put him down after about a 3-4 yard pickup.
And what the Sailors have been losing at here in this series in particular is the second try opportunity, the second push from Eagle Valley when the ball carrier is still on his feet. Sailors defense has got to bring him down.
So about 44 seconds, clock is running left in this third quarter. 14-14 the score. Second down, about 6 to go. Fumble. Ball is down, and that was picked up. Nice job by the running back. He scampers over the left side, picks up the first down, and then some as he gets out over the 10-yard line. A very heads-up play by number 17, the quarterback, Will Guyman.
He did, and it was a really heads-up play. I thought the Sailors were going to come up with it. A big opportunity there with the ball on the field.
Sir, you just did our camera way. Thank you. All right. First and goal to go. Looks like they can actually get the first down as the ball is just on the Eagles side of the 10-yard line. Guyman, the quarterback, he's going from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. Pitch over the right side. And that is Lee. Tries to turn the corner ball down, but he is down by contact. Lee is slow to get back up.
Number 12, Ben Bogan, tracked him down, wrapped him up from behind, and I think he caught not only get the tackle, but he caused the fumble as well.
So that's going to bring up a second down and about 10 to go. I don't think he gained much, if any. Lead the lone receiver off to the left, and that's going to do it. So after 3 quarters of play, we are tied at 14, but the Eagle Valley Devils knocking at the door. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000 or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
We are back live here at Hot Stuff Stadium. Here comes the snap, the handoff, and right up the gut goes Cody Raper, the running back here, who's had a heck of a game here, especially in this third quarter. The Eagle Valley Devils running like crazy right now.
I know, but that's going to bring up third down, correct?
Yep.
So you got third down, and you got a kicker on your team, and you're in a slugfest. I'm not so sure I'm going for it. I mean, when it gets to fourth down. If they don't get the first down, I think I'm going for the field goal.
From the gun is Guyman. Guyman pitches it over the left side. That's to Gorla. Gorla's got the sideline. Great open field tackle by Ryan Hansen.
No, Caleb Cuevas, number 51. Getting out there. Cuevas is having a heck of a game. He is all over the field. He single-handedly saved the touchdown there, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is.
Not sure who the flag is on here. It looks like it might be.
It looked like a chop block is the call. Yeah, chop block against Eagle Valley.
And that'll march him back 10, 15 yards?
I think that's 15 yards. I'm taking that penalty.
So it's going to bring up another third down here. And a great job there by Cuevas.
Oh, excellent job. Getting to the outside and saving the touchdown.
So
Caleb's having a heck of a game.
15-yard penalty moves the ball back to about the 22-yard line here of Steamboat. From the gun is Guyman. Guyman looking, throws to his left, and that one's a complete touchdown.
I'll tell you, they went back. They did what they needed to do. Go back to number 12. Get his confidence. They ran a quick slant. I mean, as soon as the quarterback got the snap in the shotgun, he delivered the pass. 12 caught it, and he was in man coverage, and he caught the defender flat-footed and just scampered into the end zone.
Matt Lee, of course, dropped 3 or 4 balls earlier in the game, and he made up for it big time as the Eagle Valley Devils have taken the lead here, 21-14 with the extra point.
That was almost like, the Sailors getting that penalty pushed the offense back 15 yards, and in a weird way kind of opened up the playbook more for Eagle Valley. When they were where they were on like the 6-yard line, you only can do some certain amount of plays. Getting pushed back, they opened it up. They ran that skinny slant to number 12, who didn't let him down that time. Came up with the catch, and off he was going.
Lots of football left. We've got 11-12 left in this fourth quarter. 21-14. See if the Steamboat Sailors can answer. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our friends at Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering you knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. I'd also like to thank Chris Paoli and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty. If you're searching for your own prime real estate, give them a call at 870-0550.
Big turnout downtown last night for the Halloween stroll.
There certainly was.
That was fun.
Man, and Steamboat loves to dress up, and, man, there were some fantastic...
We do like a good party. There's no doubt about it.
Fantastic costumes. Big shout-out to Sharon Durfee, grandma of Cade and Cole Gideon. Your son, David, sends his love. I saw him at the halftime. Here comes the snap. And and Jamison Tracy strolls across, shows some patience, goes left to right on the 20-yard line, and then cuts it right up the gut and takes it up to the 35-yard line for a 15-yard kickoff return. Sailors will have good field position.
They do. 35-yard line, nice job. Tracy took that, and you know what? Like you just alluded to, had the patience, let the play develop, got behind his blockers, excellent field position for the Sailors offense to start off.
3 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Gideon from the gun, back to pass, throws it quick. That one, should have been caught there by Beal, in his hands and out.
Boy, that was a risky pass. We're watching over here, and Gideon threaded the needle between 3 defenders. I would have liked to have seen Beal come down with it. I'm glad no one else did.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 to go with the incomplete pass. Stops the clock here with 11:01 left in this fourth quarter. Sailors down by 7. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Gideon pulls that one off the turf, throws it down the right side. He's got a man, his brother, and that one is incomplete. Hometown fans looking for the defensive or offensive pass interference.
They should. We do have a flag down. It's at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see what that's about.
Looks like it is going to be a
that's holding against the Sailors. That's a toughie. When you start off on the 35-yard line and you go back 10. But I'm telling you, they're lucky they didn't get hit for the offensive pass interference, because Cole Gideon, once he realized he wasn't going to be able to get under the ball, he gave a shove to the defender from behind, and it was right in front of the coaches of Eagle Valley. They did have a bone to pick there.
Yeah, it did look like that could be offensive pass interference. He was doing what he needed to do, keep the defender from catching the football, but it matters not. The penalty does go against Steamboat.
Seems to be a bit of a discussion going on out there. I know there was they're just going with the holding, which is a tough penalty for the Sailors. The line's been doing a great job tonight, a really good job. And and Aiden, you could attest, in the fourth quarter, you start getting a little tired. You're getting worn down. You start your hands grabbing hold of a jersey, whatever the case may be. This is tough because the Sailors find themselves down by a touchdown, and we're getting deep into the fourth quarter. They got to come up with a little magic. I'm thinking I might be looking to stretch the field and maybe go back to number 13, see if we can go to the well more than once.
2nd down, 21 to go. Ball marked down at the 20-yard line. Pitch over the right side. Sailors turn it upfield. And I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not. Jamison Tracy on the carry.
Jamison's turning into a bit of a workhorse down there. I mean, he's not... 5'9", 159 pounds, and he's taken some punishment. He's been returning the kicks, he's playing defense, and he's been the primary ball carrier tonight. Tomorrow morning he's going to wake up and feel like he's nailed to his bed because he's taking some licks out there on a cold night with an artificial surface. Tough kid and a tough assignment.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Man in motion now. We've got trips to the left. That's Cole Gideon. And no receivers off to the right now. And a quick pass. That's a tough one. They were trying that.
They were, but the
quarterback
ball just didn't get over correctly. They're
calling him down. Ball didn't get over to him. It was a backwards pass. It was a lateral.
He caught it, but he went down on his knee.
But his knee was down. So that's going to bring up a 4th and a country mile. Punting situation with the ball inside the 20.
Territory.
Sailors down 21-14, 9:59 left in this 4th quarter. Here comes the high snap. Line drive kick here by Jevin Hovey. It's going to take a Steamboat bounce, and it's going to skid across the 50. They're going to let it roll down to about the 43-yard line. So a good punt there.
Good job by Hovey.
Kicker.
Yeah, he had the whole student body was coming at him for the block. He got the punt off in just a nick of time. Line drive that skipped down. Good job there by Hovey to get his Sailors out of dangerous territory.
I'd like to thank our friends at Celebrations, formerly In Celebration of Kids, celebrating their opening. Go check it out. 1,600 square foot, candy store, clothes, food, and a killer arcade. All right, from the gun is Guyman. Inside handoff right between the tackles. Positive yards there for Cody Raper. We've got a flag down, and the Sailors finally bring him down.
That was tough. I didn't see much. Normally that would be an area of like a face mask or something, but I didn't see anything like that.
Well, it came from the far side of the field. So I'm curious. I didn't see the face mask, but it could have happened. It is going to be against Steamboat.
I'm not familiar with that. What's he calling?
He's got an itch on his wrist, and it's going to go against the Steamboat Sailors. So, holding, I guess.
That's a 15-yard penalty. That ain't holding.
So unsportsmanlike, but I don't believe that's the call for unsportsmanlike. So
that is a tough penalty. I don't recognize the signal he was making out there.
So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Steamboat. Guyman, the quarterback, inside handoff between the tackles. And positive yards there for Raper. In on the tackle for your Steamboat Sailors. Looks like Hansen and
number 51 again, Caleb Cuevas. We could just go on, make it wrote that he's going to be there on the tackle, because when the dust all settles, number 51 is in there on the play.
So a 2nd down, about 6 to go, ball on the 32-yard line. Back to pass down the middle. That one falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock and bring up a 3rd and about 7 with 9 minutes left in this ball game. Sailors down 21-14.
And you know what? The defense has got to come up with a hold here. Coming back from 21-14 on the road, that's doable. 28-14, that's going to be a toughie. The defense has really got to kick in here. See if we can get the turnover god to smile on us.
So 3rd down and a long 7 here. Clock is stopped and the ball is marked down at the 33-yard line. One receiver off to the right, one to the left. From the gun is Guyman. Guyman looking to pass, pumps, throws it down the left sideline. He's got a man and he overthrows him.
Tell you what, the Sailors DB bid on that pump fake, and that wide receiver was wide open down the sideline. Quarterback wishes he could take that one back. He put a little bit too much air under it. Going to bring up 4th and long.
So the ball at about the 32. Remember, they do have a kicker, but I don't think they're going to kick.
49-yarder is going to make it tonight.
You've got Gorla, Peterson out there.
Big play here. This part of the game, this is the play. Sailors defense can hold, get the ball back to their offense.
Sailors jump off sides on the play. So a hard count there draws the Sailors, and that's going to move the ball 5 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Tough penalties. Sailors football team that was playing so disciplined in the first half has had some key penalties go against them tonight. This isn't going to give a first down to Eagle Valley, but with the strength of their running game, it might as well. 4th and very short. Big penalty.
So 4th and about 2 to go for the first. 8:47 left in this ball game. Clock is now ticking. One receiver off to the right. Ball on the left hash mark. Inside handoff. And they've got the first down, getting a little extracurricular help from the quarterback on the back.
You see the quarterback smacking, running into the back of the ball carrier to push him further. And again, like I said, 4th and 2 as opposed to 4th and 7, a big difference in strategy and plays you can call. And with the strength of Eagle Valley being the running game at home, that's almost a given. That was a tough penalty for the Sailors to give up.
Second down, first and 10. Ball down at the 25-yard line. Rolling off to his right is Guyman. Guyman throws to the end zone, and that one is caught. And Eagle Valley now has a 2-touchdown lead.
And that was a tough break for the Sailors. They had good coverage. The defender just never had the opportunity to look back for the ball. As a result, the ball was thrown literally over the defender's shoulder pad. And it was a nice play. Nice design and executed play by the Eagle Valley Devils.
Here comes the extra point attempt. Here comes the snap, the hold, and the kick, and it is good.
Boy, number 12 for Eagle Valley, he had some big drops in the first half, and frankly, that's what kept the Sailors in the game. This second half, though, he's found the handles on the ball, and he's come up big.
8:13 left in this ball game. Sailors now down by 2. They've shown they've got a quick strike offense, and they need to make something happen.
Can't give it up here.
Literally, your shoulder is right in our camera.
Thank you.
There's a lot of room over there. Thank you very much.
Tough break for the Sailors there. Boy, the penalties. It's really been the story of that series was the Sailor penalties. That 15-yarder that I'm not sure.
I hope that's what it was. I have been wrong before. Just ask my wife. 7:58 left in this ball game. Clock is stopped.
You were right. Too many men in motion. And again, that's one of those penalties that you especially when you just start to get a little momentum going, you're picking up yardage. You can't give up. You cannot give up those cheap little penalties.
Sailors kind of look like a Canadian football team there. So that's going to bring up a first and about 15.
And this game's not out of hand. I mean, there's still 8 minutes left to play, but the Sailors can't find themselves this deep in their own territory.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass is Gideon. Gideon looking, steps up in the pocket, throws it back, and Sailors do pick up positive yards. Weird play. Looked like he had a safety valve. Running back, who was that on the far side? 81.
I was kind of looking at, that was Jevin Hovey.
And he's got wheels.
Yeah, I don't know if that was designed. It looked like Gideon was going to run up the middle. I think the play fell apart, and he just bailed out by going to Hovey.
Well, they picked up 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Cole Gideon and Davies and Beal here on the right. Man in motion is Davies. They inside handoff here. And the Sailors take it between tackles, but not far. Maybe pick up 2 or 3 yards on the carry. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Big John Slowey, number 71, doing some downfield blocking there, having himself a little extracurricular fun.
So 3rd and about 8 to go for the first. Ball marked down at the Sailors 30. Steamboat moving left to right on your radio dial.
It's a big play. If they can convert the first down and keep the ball in the hands of the offense, they might have a chance to get themselves back into this game.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. One man in the backfield. Gideon back to pass. Throws it down the left side of the sideline. That one falls incomplete, looking for shot.
You kind of wonder if you kind of saw some contact down there, but I think it was more number 13 shot running up the backside of the defender. I think it was a good non-call by the referees. But again, with less than 8 minutes to go in the game, I think the Sailors got to punt this ball away, see if they can get their defense to hold for them.
So nobody back deep. After Eagle Valley dropped that punt, caused the fumble caused by the Sailors, they don't have any return man. Big booming kick. And that one is going to take a Steamboat bounce inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. So
special teams been good tonight for the Sailors. Punt was that Hovey on the punt.
Yeah.
He's doing a nice job.
And he's filling in for Jack Tracy, who was hammering the ball earlier in the
Tracy
season.
Was punting great. And again, not to belabor it, but we're up here with Aiden Story, who's injured. We got Finn Russell down. You got Diego down. Tanner Raper, your first two quarterbacks, both down. Jack Tracy down, who's become the leader of the team. I mean, there's some injuries this team took that are really tough to overcome.
Snake bit. Pitch over the left side. Sailors read that one. Ryan Hansen on the tackle causes a strip, and the Steamboat Sailors have it. Huge play as Ryan Hansen got in there and was able to grab that ball.
And that was all number 52. He shed the blocker, stood up the ball carrier, and as he was throwing him to the ground, stripped the ball loose, recovered by his teammates. Great job by number 52, Ryan Hansen, who is just one of the great kids I've met. This year with Aiden, we've been doing dinner at the diner on Wednesday nights, and I've gotten to know some of the guys. And Ryan Hansen, he's one of those kids you just can't wipe the smile off his face. He's friendly. He's just super gregarious, fun to talk to, and an excellent football player and one of the leaders on this team. Great job by number 52 to keep his team in the game.
All right, the Sailors have great field position here down at the 26-yard line of Eagle. From the gun is Gideon. Trips to the left, looking to his left, throws. Got a man in the flat, just underthrew it a little bit. As that was been shot, and that's going to be incomplete, but it will stop the clock with 5:59 left in this football game. 28-14 the score.
You can't fault shot for that one. That ball was thrown low and behind him. He'd had to have like some Lester Hayes stick-em on his hands to come up with that ball. Let's hope the offense, this is key right now. The defense did exactly what they wanted, held on, got the strip, got the turnover, got the ball back into the hands of the offensive unit. Let's hope they can capitalize.
So, second down, 10 to go. Gideon steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Huge defensive stand here by the Devils.
And that one was the defender coming in from the left side of the line. Left side of the Sailors' offensive line. The defender got in there, flushed Gideon forward, and he went right into the hands of a secondary defender.
5:35 and counting with the sack. 28-14 the score. Sailors in desperation mode right now with the ball at the 30-yard line. Third down, 15 to go for the first. Sailors looking to the sideline right now. Play slow to get called. They need to get to the line of the scrimmage very, very quickly here.
They can't give up a delay game penalty.
No, and it's counting down here. We've got one receiver to the right. Gideon from the gun. Three to the left. One man in the backfield. That's Tracy. Back to pass. Gideon looking down the sideline. Steps up in the pocket. Looking again. Second receiver. He's got a man.
Now that might get called.
And is there a flag on the field? So 4:51 left in the game. The clock stops with the incomplete pass. Gideon literally, you can see he's reading the defense as well. He used to lock onto his receivers early in the season.
He did a good job. You saw that. He was looking left. He checked off, went to the right, saw nothing develop, went back to the left, and tried to get the ball in down there.
4th and 15. No penalty on the play. Cole Gideon, the lone receiver, off to the right. One man. Ball on the right hash mark. 3 receivers to the left. Back to pass. Gideon. He's got plenty of time. Throws it down the central part of the field. Ow. That was incomplete to his brother, but he took a hit to the head.
His brother got destroyed coming across the field. Now, don't worry, Grandma, if you're listening. Number 2, Cole is up. He's walking off the field, but he came across the field when the ball hit him. The defender came across and put a lick right on his numbers, and that was a tough shot. Nothing illegal, nothing cheap, just tough, hard-nosed football.
4:44 left in this football game. Sailors had an opportunity there. Inside handoff. And 5-6 yards on the play between the tackles just off to the left for Cody Raper, the running back here, who's had a big second half for the Eagle Valley Devils.
13 shot in there on the tackle, and yeah, you're right, Harv, what you just touched on. That's a tough break. The Sailors had that strip ball by Hansen. Too many men on the field? It looks like another penalty going to go against the Sailors, and I think it's too many men on the field. Might have had 12 defenders out there.
So 4:19 left in this ball game. Sailors down 28-14. They lose the ball on downs, and now this penalty is going to give Eagle Valley a first down, as it will be marked at the 41-yard line of the Devils. And inside handoff over the right side of the line goes Raper, and the Sailors able to stop him at the line of scrimmage.
They are, but there's 4 minutes left in the game. The clock is not the friend of the Sailors, particularly when you take into effect the strength of the Eagle Valley football teams are running the game. They'd be out of their mind to throw the football again. Just keep running it, grind down the clock, and grind down the field.
Second down, about 9 to go.
2-touchdown lead. Why would you throw it?
3 men in the backfield movement, and it looks like this one's going to go against Steamboat. As take this opportunity to thank our friends at Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you've got friends coming to town, give them a call at 970-879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount.
Yeah, it's a false start against Eagle Valley. We both saw the Sailors jump over the line, but clearly they were enticed. Wasn't sure it was on the far side of the field, but that'll be 5 yards going back against Eagle Valley.
So a big break for your Steamboat Sailors as the clock is stopped with 3:47. Down by 2 scores, though. Second down, about 14 to go for the first. 1 receiver off to the left, 3 men in the backfield. Sailors move, but he gets back. Man hit in the backfield. Nice job there by your Steamboat Sailors. Deemer, who is that in on the tackle?
I think that was Caleb Cuevas.
No way. And it looks like Ryan Hansen may have gotten
Ryan Hansen as well. Ryan Hansen, 51 and 52, have been defensive stalwarts this evening. Really doing a good job on their part. And, you know, it's been when Eagle Valley gets to the outside, if they can turn around the tackle, that's where they've been picking up their biggest yardage. But again, with a 2-touchdown lead and 3:28 to go in the game, you know, the game plan is clear for Eagle Valley. Just keep grinding it down, work the clock down.
Third down, 13 to go. Sailors do call a timeout here. We'll take this opportunity to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Easy to find on Loggers Lane. Go see Harris, May, Charlie, and the gang, offering the best prices and service without ever leaving the valley. Stop by today for a test nap. Shop local, sleep great. And Johnny B. Good's Diner bringing you the shake and bake play of the game. That one for your Steamboat Sailors happened in the first half, but boy, could we use one right now.
We sure could.
Of
Number
the turnover.
13 shot out of beauty. let's see if we can get the defense to get the ball back to their offensive unit.
From the gun, Guyman is going to pass it, and Schott nearly had that one.
Schott did. He was coming across, and Schott did a great job defending the ball. Don't get us wrong. That was nearly impossible for him to catch with the way he was crossing across the field. But again, what's Eagle Valley doing? Run a crossing pattern like that on third down. Why would you do that? You stop the clock, and if Schott had one more step going, he'd still be running into the end zone.
That would have been a score.
And that would have turned the game around with 3 minutes left.
Well, it's a punting situation here for Eagle Valley. Here comes the kick, big booming kick, and whistles below. It looks like the Sailors called a timeout because they had too many men on the field. So that was actually a really good call by the Steamboat Sailors. Although it wastes a timeout here, they're down to their final timeout. But Johnny B. Goods got some new menu options.
We do. We're doing our family style to-go meals. We know that families are busy nowadays, and they still want to eat together. Maybe don't want to get out of the house. So we've started doing these new family style meals. We're just kicking it in, starting today. It's the first day of doing it, where you can get a big discount on meatloaf dinner for $4, everything packaged separate, chicken fried steak, grilled cheese and chili, open-faced turkey, open-faced roast beef. All just solid comfort food to help get you through the winter when mom and dad are both working and neither one wants to come home and slap on the apron. So come into the diner and try our new family-style meals.
4th down, 12 to go. Here comes the punt. Big, booming kick. Going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. Backed up there is Tracy. Tracy looking for a hole. Turns, spins, and gets knocked down to his feet at about the 32-yard line.
And actually, I think that's Daniel Raper. He's come in. I think we might have given a little credit to Tracy a couple times when it was Raper out there.
That was a nice return.
It was. Raper's got wheels, too. Nice to see him moving that ball up the field.
And he's just a sophomore. And so with 3:11 left in this ball game, Sailors have it 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 28-14, they are down by 2 scores, and they need to make it up quick. Cole Gideon, lone receiver here, in tight to the right. Ball is on the right hash mark. 2 receivers to the left. Back to pass, Cade Gideon. Gideon flushed out of the pocket. Throws it complete to his brother. And he is inbounds.
Yeah, nice play. Number 2, Cole Gideon, getting his feet down and getting out of bounds to stop the clock. Excellent job by number 2, Gideon. And again, one more time, number 71, number 51, number 67, number 52, and number, who's the one you said subbed in? Number 77, Beck Honbein. Excellent job by the offensive line, giving Gideon the time to get rid of that.
Gideon from the gun. 2 receivers in tight to the right, 2 wide to the left. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it down the middle part of the field, incomplete, as he had men in his grill.
Yeah, they were collapsing in. They brought a blitz that time. It was a good job. The Eagle Valley coaching staff, excellent call. They brought linebackers from both sides to blitz in. Gideon was fortunate to get rid of that football.
Ball down at the 40.5-yard line. Sailors need 2 yards for the first. It is 3rd down. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. That's Jamison Tracy. From the gun is Gideon, the freshman quarterback. Inside handoff. Gets it to Tracy. He does not pick up the first down. Gets about a yard on the play.
He got hit in the backfield, had his feet taken out from underneath him, stumbled forward to pick up about another yard, but it's going to bring up 4th and about a yard.
Clock still ticking. So 1 receiver off to the right. 2 to the left, 1 man in the gun. Back to pass. Thrown over the middle, and that one falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.
Number 44 for Eagle Valley again. That kid's had a heck of a second half. Huge play earlier that blew up one of the Sailors' offensive calls in the backfield. He had the touchdown run, and that time a heck of a defensive play. Number 44 for Eagle Valley came to play the second half.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagle Valley Devils with 2:27 left in this ball game. Sailors down by 2 scores. Handoff in between the tackles. Good job by your Steamboat Sailors. Good penetration there by Cuevas and Hansen.
Excellent job by the guys in white, not giving up here. You know, cold, rough night like this. You know, with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, you're down by 2 touchdowns. The odds are stacked against you, but still, the Sailors' defense in particular is playing tough.
I'd like to thank Luke Burlett and Burlett Roofing, a full-service contractor specializing in damage restoration from roof damage. Visit them online at burlettroofing.com. Also, a big shout-out to Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. They are lending with locations in Steamboat and Craig. And, of course, Skip and the gang at Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice and the homeowner's friend. Mike, 2:19 left in this ball game, 28-14 the score. It was 14-14 at the half, but this Eagle Valley team fastened the seatbelt, made the right adjustments at halftime.
They did, particularly defensively. You know, he took away the big play that the Sailors were thriving on in the first half, and they went back to their bread and butter, the running game, and it's paid off.
2nd down, about 8 to go. Man in motion left to right. And there's an offsides call here. Flags everywhere.
Yeah, I think that's going to go against Eagle Valley.
And that stops the clock, which we will take. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down as they redo that. And it will be a 2nd down and about 12 for the first, maybe 13. Ball marked at the Sailors' 45-yard line. If you are watching on the Steamboat Radio YouTube page, Sailors in white, Eagle Valley in black. Man in motion is Lee, and inside handoff. And the Sailors do a nice job stopping that. He may have picked up a yard or two.
Before they whistled it dead. Looked like 67 River King in there on the tackle, and number 71, John Slowey.
Number 40.
Big interior lineman wrapping up the ball carrier.
Number 44 for the Eagle Valley Devils. I wonder if he's any relation to the Raper brothers here. But it's Cody Raper, and he's had a heck of a second half here for the Eagle Valley Devils. 3rd down, 13 to go for the first. Man in motion. The quarterback Kyman under center now, and he's going to pitch the ball over the right side. And around the corner and picking up yards, but going out of bounds. That should stop the clock and bring up a 4th and about 9 to go for the first.
Oh, you got to almost think in the huddle they're saying, we're going to run that sweep out to the right. Do not get near the sideline. Do not take it that far. When you're 5 yards from the boundary, cut up field. You don't want to get out of bounds, particularly on 4th down. You know, crazier things have happened. We've been here and seen crazy finishes to games.
Great finishes at this field. Walker Hammond.
The Swiss Army knife
from
Duhall.
Yes, caught a pass from Austin Hinder back in 2008. Won it in the last second. Big, booming, high punt. The Sailors should let that one go as it goes out of bounds. Clock stops with 1:23 left in this ball game. Sailors down 28-14.
I know. It seems like come on, the odds are against them. It almost looks insurmountable, particularly on the road. Again, though, we've seen crazier things happen. And to be perfectly frank about it, that was just poor clock management by the home team. They could have had another 30 seconds or more off the clock with a little bit better play management.
Give the Sailors defensive line a little bit of credit, though, man. They did a nice job pushing them back, and then some mistakes by this Eagle Valley team and some strange play calls. So 3 receivers off to the right, one to the left. Gideon throws that ball to the flat. That one's caught.
Oh, if he could have stayed on his feet.
What a great, from this angle, watching that throw from the freshman quarterback, Cade Gideon. He threw it to the space, and I'm like, who's he throwing that to? Beal runs right underneath it, catches it, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Gideon doesn't have much time. Oh, no. That one's picked off. And that's going to be taken to the house, pick 6.
one too many times going that way. I could see it happen. He looked right over there, and Coach has got to go and talk to number 3, Gideon, right now. Just tell him, you've had a heck of a game. You've kept us in this game. Do not get down on yourself because of one bad pass with really no time left to go in the clock. You're telegraphing not just him, the whole team. You got to go for it. You got to stretch the field.
They know you're going to throw.
Right, they know you're going to. It's no fault of the quarterback.
Big shout out to Mountain View Car Wash helping the Sailors clean the competition. And there's the kick. And the extra point is good. And just like that, 35-14 the score.
Boy, and it seems like the Sailors just got blown out, but that wasn't the case at all. They were really in this game. They played tough. We had a draw after the first half, and they just really good adjustments on the play call, and particularly defensively for the Eagle Valley Devils. Giving up the big plays in the first half. This half they've shut them down, and kudos to the coaching staff here.
So 55.6 seconds left in this ball game, 35-14 the score, and a heartbreaker here because, the score is not indicative really of how close this game was. And the Steamboat Sailors,
And I got to be honest, with 50 seconds left, you're down by 35-14. You feel the kick. I don't believe, I'm a go-for-it kind of guy, but I don't believe this is a time for heroics. The Sailors team has been roughed up this season with injuries. Proof of that is Aiden Story, who's up here helping us with the broadcast tonight, doing the camera. He's got a high and low ankle sprain. I don't think you want to risk any more injuries. Maybe get the ball and just run a few plays up the middle and call it a night.
Well, here comes the kick. It's a high one. It's going to be fielded at the 20. And that's Hovey taking it across left to right to left. Couldn't quite find the edge. Gets up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, he was going with full head of steam.
Yeah.
Trying to find the edge or find a hole to open up for him.
His body couldn't keep up with his legs. I don't know if you noticed that. So Hovey's got some wheels. And 49 seconds left in the ball game, 35-14 the score. Let's see what the Sailors do.
You just don't want to risk any injuries. They've played good. They played tough on the road.
Yep, and they are going to take a knee here. And that's going to do it. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, the Paoli Group at Colorado Group Realty, Chris Paoli and the gang. Celebrations, formerly in Celebrations of Kids, downtown Steamboat. Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Johnny B. Good's Diner, and Burlette Roofing. So,
yeah, you watching number 56 on the Eagle Valley sideline is going crazy. He's real. I think he had money on the game, and they just covered the spread or something because he's going crazy over there.
He had the over on the over-under. So
he can buy himself a new bike.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thanks to Mike Deemer from Johnny B. Good's Diner. Thanks to Aiden Story for running the camera for us
under some
challenging circumstances. And thank you for listening and watching. I'll be back next weekend, Mike. This is your final game of the season.
I believe it is. I got some business to take care of down in Pueblo, so I'll be gone next weekend. But that's, man plans, God laughs. We'll see. Right now, I'm like, I'm going to Pueblo. Tomorrow, that plan could all be changed. I'd be bummed. I love calling a game against Glenwood.
We'll be at home at Gardner Field.
At home, last final game. So we'll see. I don't know. I might be back in time. There is a really good chance I'll be home to call that game because I'm going to Pueblo Thursday and leaving sometime Friday. If I get done in time, I'll motor home and I'll be there for, if not for the whole game, maybe for the second half.
Well, 35-14 the final. The Steamboat Sailors were tied at 14 at halftime, and the Eagle Valley Devils got the most of them in the second half. But a well-played game. These guys played tough and hard. It's been a challenging season with all the injuries we've had here, but your Steamboat Sailors need to hold their heads up high and get ready for the Glenwood Demons next weekend as they come into town. It's you are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. We're going to rejoin regularly scheduled programming in just a few.
Like passing, we had a guy in front of ours, and we asked him, like, we knocked on the window and asked him to sit down, and he just looked back at us. And just
yeah, we had the same thing.
Yeah, we told him this dude,
we're like, sir, please.
Tony. Get in front of our shop.
Okay. So Tony goes, did you just go Harvey on some fans? So just like, dude.
I mean, sir, we're not asking why. We got a camera here. Clearly, the stands are empty. They're empty. It's good to see over there is here or over there. Oh, well, what can you do? He's good. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for your help.
Yeah,
we'll see you later
nice
this week.
I'll see you on the ice rink, man.
Sure.
Thank you, all fans and players.